Kai Green The Return, available now on video on demand.
This video contains explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised. No, seriously, this is your last chance. This is going to get really fucking offensive.
What's going on? Glad to see you. I'm here to tell you some stories.
Square, the people have a voice too.
I think it's awful. I don't think we need them in town.
Wow. Bacon. Home fries. Oh my God. I actually wanted to ask him, yo, could you fart again and kind of push it my way? That was the most delicious, best fart I've ever smelled in my life. And you know, my girlfriend farts all the time and it never really smells like that. When I was out in Gold's Gym in the 80s, it was, I'm telling you, it was it was an animal house. And you know what's funny? I was starving. I remember, because I didn't eat a lot of food out there. I really wasn't working. And I was making no money. I was living off money I brought out there. And I remember one time I was in a gym. This is going to really sound fucked up. All right? But it's true. I tell everybody. No, everybody thinks I'm fucking retarded. But I remember one time I was standing there. And Barbarian Brothers were talking to some really hot girl. And the one guy farted. Like this. And he was even, as he's talking to her, first he was picking his nose with his pinky. And he's blowing it like this. As he's talking to her. And she didn't even give a shit. She didn't say, oh my God, you farted. You know what I mean? But I was standing right there. And when he wafted, it wafted onto me. And you know what's funny? It smelled like bacon. And I got to be honest with you. I actually found it like pleasurable. Because I was hungry. And I was like, that's like bacon. You know, I mean, it's the first time in my life I ever felt somebody's fart actually smelled like actually stimulated my appetite. You know, unfortunately, it was not neat. You know, Victor Richards is a good guy. I like Victor. I get along with him now. He's working with me, Muscle Sport Mag. By the way, musclesportmag.com. I'm in Gold's Gym, and Victor Richards was the biggest fucking guy you ever saw in your life. He was massive. If you took his leg and cut it this way in half, it was as round as a 45-pound plate. Forget Big Rammy. Forget Tom Platz. His legs were, believe me, I seen Tom Platz in his prime. Tom Platz was short. Victor Richards was a lot taller, bigger guy. His legs were as round as a 40. They were round, like a 45-pound plate. That's how round Victor Richards' legs. He is the most massive guy you ever met. So over time, and remember, I lived there for a year. Over time, I got to know him, you know, and he started treating me like I was like his slave. He used to say to me, he used to call me little man, which, you know, I didn't really like that. So he used to say to me, little man, go, you know, I'm going to do the dumbbells. And let me tell you something. This fucking guy was lifting like 280 pounds. They were dumbbells were this big. You know what I mean? It was just fucking big, like this. So 280 pound fucking dumbbell. You go try to fucking move that. He'd tell me, take those dumbbells and put them over here. I'm going to do incline presses. I, like a fucking idiot, would listen to him. You know, I'm in the middle of my fucking workout, but I was trying to help him out, you know, because I just felt like, you know, this guy's like, he was almost like a god to me, you know. So I'm over there rolling the fucking dumbbells on the fucking floor, and I, you know, bring the dumbbells over. Then I'd have to help him get him up and onto his chest, and then he'd want me to spot him, all right? And that's where the problem started, because he wanted me to push him up on the fucking elbows, right? Now, he had oil on his arms, like cocoa butter oil. In my hands, as I'm helping him, there's a fucking guy, he's got a 280-pound dumbbell in this hand, 280-pound dumbbell in that hand, right? And I'm over here fucking pushing on the elbows. I weighed about 160 fucking pounds, you know, but I was built. And I'm over here trying to do it, and my fucking hands are going like this. Ah shit, they're sliding. And he would get fucking mad. Son of a bitch. When we put down the dumbbells, he'd tell me, what the fuck is wrong with you, little man? What the fuck is wrong with you? You keep your hands on my arm. And I'm like, I thought, you know, there's oil on your arms. I can't, I'm trying, you know. I was getting mad now because he's starting to like, you know, you're insulting the shit at me. Stop with the little man shit and all that stuff. So I work out with sponges in my hands. So I said, I got an idea. I'm going to take the sponges and I'm going to put them on his elbow. Now my hands ain't going to slide. So I put the sponges, and it worked. You know, I was able to spot him without my hand sliding. All of a sudden, the Barbarian Brothers, who used to fucking bust his balls all the time, go, "Hey, Victor, what's going on? Why is he using sponges?" I said, "Well, my hands are slipping." They were making fun of me, you know, with Rick Valente and all them, and they were making fun of me because I was using sponges on his elbows because they knew he had oil on his arms. They were just, breaking chops. And when I said to them, "Well, it's because of the oil on his arms," aha, I told you, you're wearing oil on your arms. So instead of Victor Richards getting mad at them, like, "Shut the fuck up, fuck you, I have oil," he turns to me and he tells me, "Little man, why you gotta tell them that shit? It's your what the fuck is wrong with you?" He started saying that shit to me. And I'm like, "Yo, if you got a beef, because, they're the ones mocking you. I'm not the ones mocking you." And he started getting in my face. "I'll kick your ass right here, right now." Now I'm 160 pounds. He was probably 300 pounds. And this is like 1981, 82. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, holy fuck, this guy's like a freight train. You know what I mean? Like, and he's coming at me, you know? So then I said the stupidest fucking thing. I said, "Dude," I pulled that like, and I said, "Dude, I'm from New York, man. I ain't afraid of you." And I'm thinking, one step more, and I'm going to kick him right in the fucking balls, hit him with a right, and then run. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully one of those will hurt him. But, when I started getting back in his face, he actually stopped, and I could see it that, as big as he is, he really wasn't a fighter. You know what I mean? I could tell that. So then I started getting all that, like, "Motherfucker, you think you're big and shit." I started getting all cocky, because I knew he wasn't going to kick my ass, but he probably would have hurt me. He was he's 300 fucking pounds. I'm 160. You know what I'm saying? He could have lifted me, two of me, in one each arm. Could have done flies with me, But anyway, those are the kind of things that when I was out in Gold's Gym in the 80s, I'm telling you, it was it was an animal house. So, all you old Gold's Gym guys, you all know what I'm talking. You can relate, But you kids today, I'm sorry, but you missed a great era in bodybuilding.
Tune into Generation Iron Podcast with Kai Green every Wednesday.
You're moving into a section where all of a sudden you're hitting a pose and it's like a moment, and then you kind of dance or use a movement to get into the next thing, which I thought was super interesting, even as a person that's not taking score on your, deltoids. So
while rehearsing, thoughts of his past flow over him, including the time he spent in an institution for troubled youth.